the chat will be here. You'll see the chat right here, which will be hard to see.
Oh, it's gonna be live?
Oh yeah, it's live.
Oh.
So, hey, what's up, guys? Darnell here, and from Cinema Critics, we have Beth as well.
Hey.
And we're going to give our review, and we're going to do some chat as well. I have Game of Thrones, Season 7, Episode 6, Beyond the Wall. So, overall, what do you thought of the...
This episode was so intense. So much stuff happened. Oh my god. So, I think we should go in order.
Yes,
so
let me just make sure that we're in focus here. This might be the best we can get. But yeah, so let's see, let's go in order of what's going on.
Okay, so how did the episode start?
So it started off with the group of guys. They're heading north of the wall, obviously, and looking for a White Walker, which we're trying to figure out how would they capture a White Walker, right? And
so they go on their merry way.
yeah, so all right, so looking for a White Walker, and then they roll into a White Walker bear, which is crazy.
That was pretty sick. And it takes out a bunch of them.
Yeah, and it pretty much, I don't know if there were any other animal that turned right before this. This was the first time.
That's the first time we've seen an animal.
Yeah, so.
The swords on fire, I want one.
Yeah, I think that was
pretty
cool.
Sick.
And they were just grabbing the blade and they would just catch on fire, which is cool. I don't know. They never explain it exactly, you know,
how that works.
How that happened.
It's the Lord of Light for you.
Yeah.
So then they set a trap that ends up backfiring on them. They get their White Walker. Well, it's not actually a White Walker. It's one of the undead creatures. They call it like a Wicket or something like that. Yeah. So they get one of them and tie it up, and then it calls for help from all its big old brothers.
Yeah. So then, you know, this big group of, you know, the White Walkers and all the undead, and they pretty much head straight for them, and then they, you know, fall into, well, they run onto the thin ice.
Yes. Which I don't understand how any of it's not completely frozen over to start with.
It's
the coldest
it's
winter
already
on
cold.
record.
Exactly. It's already cold up there.
The wall.
And it's winter, you know what I'm saying? So you would think it'd be completely solid.
But lucky for them, it's not until the dumb hound goes and shows them that it's frozen back over and that they can walk on it.
Yeah. So, yeah. And so I was trying to figure out how long they were waiting. So I would say, what? Say half a day or a day?
Oh, at least a day, because he's got to make it there. All right, so we sent, what's his name back? I can't think of his name. Baratheon's son. They send him back, so he's got to run back. And then from there, they have to send the Raven to Daenerys.
Yes, the
Raven. She has to get the Raven and make the decision to take her dragons and then get back there. So we're talking at least a day. Yeah,
because you would think how long that Raven's going to take to get from the wall all the way to, you know, Dragon Keep. So that's a while. And then then she has to travel all the way there, and then she's taking out all the White Walkers. So
we got 3 dragons that are just spewing fire everywhere, and then we got a freaking Night King with a dagger, some kind of javelin, and takes out a dragon.
Yeah, and it's funny, I actually called that like towards the beginning of the episode when we were watching it.
And then when it happened, I told him he was going to get punched in the face because he legit called it.
Yeah.
So then what else happened? So mostly it was just the battle beyond the wall. We didn't see too much of anybody else. We didn't see any Cersei.
No, they didn't see Cersei, but then they had the whole Arya and Sansa deal. They're like, I was saying before, you know, when they were younger, they were already having problems.
Absolutely, but who doesn't?
Yeah.
They need to be banding together. I get that shit's hard and they both have been through some stuff and you don't know what I've been through and you don't know what I've been through, but let's get it together, ladies. We got some shit going on that's bigger than you and bigger than a raven that was sent however many years ago.
Yeah.
It was under duress, people.
Yeah, I don't see how Arya would, you know, take that and be like, you know, you're a traitor. You know, the way where she seemed like it. She was like, you'd rather die than... But she was, like, I mean, Sansa was, like, tormented. And, like, she was pretty much forced to do all that stuff.
Absolutely.
She didn't want to see her dad die. You know, she thought, you know, that would help, you know, so...
And she was shielded and naive, and they weren't telling her anything, whereas Arya was seeing the other side of things. Sansa kind of got kept behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Not
Even
that
though,
that makes it any better.
She actually did put Sansa on her list, though, at one point.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe she made it back on the list.
Maybe. And, so Sansa goes in her room and finds all the faces.
Oh my god, so creepy.
Yeah.
To just pull faces out of a bag. And I'm not gonna lie, I originally thought that she was in Littlefinger's room.
Yeah, I thought so.
And that we were gonna find out that Littlefinger was a no-face person too.
Yeah.
It kind of would fit.
I thought she was
I feel like he's a creepy fuck, so.
Yeah, and he's playing them really well because he told I want to know if this is true or not. Did Cersei actually send Sansa a letter saying to go to King's Landing?
Oh, yes. We're going to have to find out where that came from because that could have been Littlefinger playing to get Brienne out of the mix.
Exactly.
Touché.
And trying to get them to, you know, go against each other. Try to kill one of other, you know? Because that's the only really person that's going to try to, well, you know, who's took an oath, you know, to protect both.
Well, and what I want to know is, so what's Littlefinger's endgame here? Because he shows this, well, he gets Arya to look at the scroll. In turn, Arya turns on Sansa. However, if Arya does take that scroll and show all of the lords of Winterfell and they turn on Sansa, well, then there goes Littlefinger out the window because Sansa's the only ticket he's got in.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what he's going to do.
What's your end game here, Littlefinger?
Or maybe he's just trying
Little fucker.
I think he's trying to get Arya out, obviously.
Well, in turn, it might bite him in the ass.
Yeah, because
Arya's not normal.
Yeah,
she's turned into a psychotic. She's a psycho now.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think. That's pretty much it. So, all right, so they're trapped. Dragons finally come. She saves them. Ice guy kills one of the dragons. Dragon falls into the water. And then Jon Snow starts to run back, and he actually gets knocked into the water as well. And then they force it leave because the Ice King throws another ice spear and actually misses Daenerys and Drogon. And then from there, which obviously he's gonna survive. He gets out of the water.
I don't know. I was kind of like, "What's happening here?" Jon Snow in the water. I was a little scared for a second.
I thought he was just gonna make it back, but I didn't realize he was gonna get taken in the water. And then from there, they find out that he's alive. Although the undead come straight for him, and then what's his name? Benjen.
Uncle Benjen
comes
to the rescue.
And, saves him once again, just making his quick, you know, in and out like he's been doing
at all the right times. Go Uncle Benjen.
Yeah, ever since what? He was in the first season too. Like
he was there when Bran and them first went into the woods.
Yeah.
So that's that good old Uncle Benjen.
And that just tells you, you know, you gotta pay attention when you watch the show. You gotta pay attention to all the characters because someone who small part as him plays a big part later on. You know, it's called good writing. That's good writing when some small character can do, you know, a big part in the end.
Have an impact seasons later.
Yeah, and then so he helps him out. He gives him his horse, and then from there, he obviously gets pretty much going to get killed this time. I think he's gone for good now.
I don't know. We thought he was going to die. I thought he was dead the last time. So
you know
he came rolling in this time.
Maybe they're going to fully turn him.
No.
Yeah.
No. He's a good guy.
I'm thinking maybe he's going to get fully turned.
I don't think so.
All right. So then from there,
he comes back. Daenerys sees him from the top of the wall, riding back through on his horse. And then they show him on the boat. I guess. So what was with the boat? I honestly, like, all of a sudden he's healing on a boat. So they're
well, that's the boat they
for
took.
King's Landing now?
Maybe. Yeah, I believe so. Well, no, he's probably... No, the Hound is going to King's Landing.
So then where are they going in that big old Targaryen ship?
They're probably going back to Dragon Keep.
Dragonstone.
Why do I keep saying Dragon Keep?
And
Dragonstone.
she's gonna take the king in the north away, who's, well, from there. So now they're on the boat, and then not Dany. It might be, well, so Jon Snow and Daenerys have a conversation while he's laying in bed shirtless. It was very nice to see for a change. And so Jon calls her my queen and implies that, you know, he and his people in the north are gonna bend the knee when he's able to stand. So that was something. And we had a moment there. There was a moment between them.
It was a very moment, yeah.
It was like, a big moment.
She was like, yeah, because she went to pull away and he grabbed her hand a little bit tighter. And I don't know.
And they're gonna do it.
Yeah, that's
do it.
Family members, but you know,
they don't know yet.
Yeah. Because
nobody will listen to Gilly. Samwell Tarly.
Yep.
That's all I'll say about that.
Yeah, but I was saying, I said it before. Well, let's finish it up first. So then it cuts to the White Walkers, and they're pulling up one of the dragons. I'm not sure which one it is. Whichever one died, clearly. Yeah.
Out of that big old ice lake.
What is Drogon? I don't remember the other names.
It's not I don't know. Rhaegar. Yeah. Well, she named him after all her brothers. So.
Yeah, so Rhaegar, I guess.
Yeah, and somebody else.
And another one, yeah. So, pulls him up. Night King comes up to him and puts his hand on the dragon, and then the dragon wakes up.
With and a big blue eye.
Big blue eyes. So, we're going to have a White Walker dragon, so that's going to be fun.
It's not going to be fun. It's awful. And I blame Darnell, because he said it first.
Yeah. I wonder if it's going to be able to blow fire, though. What happened if it was just blowing ice on people? That would be awesome.
I'm curious how that's going to work.
That would be cool if it was just like a blue ice, like just freezing people.
But we still have 2 live well on our side dragons.
Yeah. So what was I wanted to say before?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, so the question I said earlier was, what if they find out that they're related and they find out that Jon is the true king, how is Daenerys going to act? Is she going to accept it, or will she not? What do you think?
Well, I think they're already falling in love, so no matter which one of them has the true right to the throne, she's going to win it regardless because he believes in her, and then he deserves it anyway, and they're just going to be together and rule the Seven Kingdoms.
You think they're just going to be like together?
Yes. Happily ever after, Game of Thrones.
Marco Minko said, how is it?
How is the show? It was fantastic.
It's a great episode.
It was a great episode.
Very good. And the...
lots of action.
A lot of action. They definitely blew that budget. So who knows what's going to happen next episode. You know. You know, there's always the second to last episode.
Yeah.
They always have the the big budget and the a lot of action.
It's a great episode.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's always that second to last episode. Prediction. So there's only one episode left.
So what's gonna happen next episode? Well, we have to
I
now.
didn't watch the preview.
You wanna watch the preview now? Well, before we watch the preview, the Hound is going to get to King's Landing. How he's going to get that undead thing in front of Cersei, I'm sure will be up to Jaime.
I'm trying to think. He was the he is pretty much the only one. I'm trying to think. He's probably the only one left that can actually go into King's Landing and
not be killed on
not
sight.
be killed on sight. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think, because he didn't like leave on bad terms. I mean, he did say F the king, but most of the people who heard that were dead. So
pretty much.
So I'm trying to.
Although his undead brother is down there protecting Cersei, which, on a side note, just a different conversation I was having about this show. At one point, I did also say that Jaime should be the one to kill Cersei because she's just going to go apeshit nuts. We think she supposedly dropped the bomb that she was pregnant last time. So now I think that we're going to find out she's not pregnant. Jaime's going to kill her for being a psycho crazy bitch. And then he's going to be the King Slayer and the Queen Slayer.
It's possible that I can see him doing it because he's been like the way he's been acting. He's been changing since a couple seasons back.
Absolutely.
And he's realizing how ruthless she is, and she's gonna do something really bad. Something else really bad, and he might be like, that's the last straw. And then.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that it was below your expectations. I thought it was a good episode. What were you expecting? All right, Darnell's pulling up the trailer for the next episode.
We're gonna watch it real quick because I didn't watch it.
It was a very short trailer, and everybody's in King's Landing.
Yeah, so it looks like they're finally going to meet, which is a surprise. I don't know. I'm not sure where they were at. I guess they're in King's Landing.
They're definitely in King's Landing. It was summertime there, and Cersei was there. Cersei is not leaving the Red Keep.
Yeah. So, and then you can see all the big army going up towards the castle, which is good. So.
I really am curious to see what Cersei's going to say because she has nothing in mind other than ruling those 7 kingdoms.
I wonder what she's going to say to Tyrion.
Nah.
He did kill their dad, so.
But he didn't kill Joffrey.
Yeah. I wanted like more dialogue with that,
What, with the Lady Tyrell?
Yeah, like just from now, like more of Cersei, like she really didn't say much about it, like
barely acknowledged it when she found out who killed her son.
Yeah,
I agree.
But I think that's about it, right?
Yeah, I think it was a very good episode, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Yeah, overall good episode. I think the next episode will be toned down a little bit. It'll be nothing really crazy happening, but remember, it's always that second last episode that's really good. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe to Cinema Critics because there will be a lot of more reviews, movie reviews, countdowns, all that stuff. What's the next big show? Because this will be
Walking Dead comes back.
Comes back, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be doing Walking Dead reviews as well. I think I'm gonna do some Ray Donovan reviews as well, episode reviews. You haven't seen that show, have you?
Nope.
Nope. Just go watch it. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Peace out.
Good night.